So she came to me in rhythms. The blade of grass was removed. They looked at oak trees, saw the leaves going back and forth. I thought that was a cat, but it was not. They call upon me. They ask my name. And I keep staring at the sun hitting the river as time slips away and ancient men wash their docks, sweeping with brooms, putting drag nets into the water. Has she come to see me? Has she given me the mangroves off the tree? She came up to me in the night, and she asked me, "Do you like mangroves?" And I said, "Yes, I do." She said, "My father would like you highly. Do you think you have time to meet him?" And I thought for a second, as I looked at a crane flying through the sky. And I told her I don't really need anything. I don't need your family's wealth or properties. It'd be nice to have you for my wife, but I don't know if the nightingale presumes me to be alive in such ways, or if it demands it. That is another question. So she sat next to me, and she observed the robin land in a tree next to a mangrove flower. And in that moment she understood what I was talking about. And I grabbed her hand and she grabbed mine. And we walked across the grass. And we walked into the sea. And as we walked, the sea came around us. And this ancient form rose up from the sea. This ancient form carried a trident and a crown on top of its head. This ancient form said, "Do you wish to come into the sea?" And we said that we did. So he allowed us to. But before he did, he whispered something into the girl's ear. And the girl said, "Is that what we need to do to enter the sea?" And the ancient being that carried the trident and the crown said yes. So the girl looked at me. She said, "If you want to enter the sea, you might not like the outcome." And I said, "What is it that you agree to enter the sea with the ancient being?" told me that she had to marry his son. Because when he looked at us, he saw that I had ancient powers to me. So I said, I agree. If you really want to live in the sea, I would live on the land. From time to time, you can come out of the water and visit me. For I know that you love the sea, and you would like to stay here for eternity. So the girl gave me a kiss on the cheek. She took the hand of the ancient being with the trident in the crown, and he walked her into the sea. And I stood by the shore as I watched the ancient being with the trident and the crown walk the girl into the sea. And the girl was gone. And every day, I come to the sea at this time, right before the sun sets, and I look out at the sea, and I wait for the girl to return. She never does. And as I age, I grow older and older and older. And every night, I still came to the sea. Right before the sun sets. And I look out at the sea, waiting for the girl to return. She still never has. And then right before my death, 98 years old, and it was the last day of my life. Right before I died, I knew I was going to die. Came to the sea. And the girl came out of the sea. And she saw me standing there, 98-year-old, man with a cane, looking weathered from life, living 98 years. And as I looked at her, she smiled, and I smiled back. She hadn't aged a day. She was the same age. She was still 19 years old. She came up to me. She gave me a kiss on the cheek. She said, "Do you remember me?" And I said to her, "How could I forget?" She grabbed my hand and she walked me through the lawn into the sea. And that was the end of my life. Have a good day. Staring Nighttime Stories. I like that one. That was a good one. All right, guys. Peace out. Later. Have a good one.